Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria Wells, and if you're new, so happy to have you. Well, today I'm going to take you on a deep dive into the Florida housing market and actually get right down into what it's like in Martin County, Florida. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just stay informed, you're in the right place. Let's get into the latest housing data and what it means to you. And the numbers that I'm going to give you are as of September 2024. First up are closed sales. They're up by about 4%. That's right. Despite all the market changes, people are still buying homes. But while sales are climbing, new listings are down by about 3%. That means that there are fewer homes hitting the market, and that's creating a bit of pressure for buyers when it comes to finding available properties. Let's talk about prices here in Martin County. Well, the median sales price has dipped slightly. It's now at $570,000, which is down 6% from the same time last year. But don't let that worry you much. Year to date, we're actually up by 1.7%. That's almost 2% higher than the year before. So overall, prices are steady and on the rise. This little recent dip could even be a great opportunity for buyers to get in before the prices climb even more. But the biggest challenge that we're facing is inventory, which has been the story now for quite a few years. We still haven't bounced back from the pre-pandemic levels, and that's making it harder for buyers to find homes, especially in the lower price ranges. We are at about 4 months of inventory, where 6 months of inventory is a more equal market. And let me give you an idea of what you have to work with if you are a buyer. If you're looking for a home in this area from $50,000 up to $250,000, there are only 16 listings available of single family homes in this entire area. When you get between $300,000 to almost $400,000, there are 56 homes on the market, which still isn't a lot. And then for homes priced between $400,000 and $600,000, there are 164 listings. And then if you're one of those that are going to be purchasing from $600,000 and over, that's where we have the most options with a little over 450 listings. You can see that if you are trying to search for homes in the lower price range, it is really limited. Let's take those 16 that I just mentioned. None of those may even meet your criteria. They might be 2 bedrooms, you need 3 bedrooms, whatever the case might be. In the higher price brackets, there's a little more to choose from. We're seeing a very strong demand between the $400,000 up to $1 million, and this past month we closed 112 sales in that price range. Let's think about new construction, because there's always possibilities. If there isn't enough inventory, they build more. Where with resales, that's just not happening. Many people don't want to put their home on the market. They don't want to leave those wonderful 3% interest rates they had. New construction has become another avenue for buyers because the builders are making it very appealing. The good news that we'll talk about for a minute is rents are no longer rising. There was a lot of building of apartment buildings, even single family homes just to rent. On this slide, you can see that rents are staying flat for now. However, they could begin to rise again in about 2 to 3 years because construction for that segment of the market has paused, and that means that the market will probably tighten in future years. Now, here's a number that might really catch your attention. Since pre-COVID, home prices in Florida have risen by a massive 66.4%. Just look at this slide. That is a huge leap, huge equity, and that is why we know that there are many sellers who would probably like to sell, but where are they going? Because they're going to be paying more. And again, as I mentioned, they don't want to lock themselves into a higher interest rate. If you think about it, it's no wonder people are hanging onto their houses, which is creating the suppressed inventory of people putting their homes on the market to be able to purchase. Speaking of prices, it's important to know how sellers are faring in this market, and it really tells buyers what to expect when they're looking at prices of homes that are on the MLS. Right now, homes are selling within 95% of listed price. That means they're selling close to their asking price, which is a strong indicator that the market is steady. Now, buyers might have a little more wiggle room to negotiate, but it's still a great time for sellers to get a solid return, and especially due to the fact that the inventory is so limited. And if you're waiting to get a foreclosure, well, look at this slide. I don't think that's even in your future. future. There was only one foreclosure in 2023, and so far, as of September 2024, there's only been one this year. So what does all of this mean with the market? Well, what's happening right now is sales are up and they're pretty similar to what they were in 2023. New listings coming on the market are down, but it's sort of staying at a little bit of a steady price, which is good. Prices are holding steady despite a slight dip, and inventory remains tight, especially in the lower price points, and that is very difficult for buyers to get any type of affordable housing. New construction's helping out, but even that isn't enough to meet all of the demand. But if you're thinking of making a move, whether buying or selling, the housing market is the housing market, and when you know what's going on, it makes it easier. Whether buying or selling, it's a great time to consider your options and to be informed, which is why I wanted to tell you what is going on with the market. You need to make sure, no matter what you are doing, that you are working with someone who really understands the local market and to navigate you through the limited inventory in certain price points. If you found this video informational or useful, make sure you hit like, share it, and I would love if you would subscribe to my channel to get more real estate information just like this. And if you have any questions or want to talk about something, write them below. I will always get back to you. And in the meantime, I want you to stay informed, stay savvy, and until next time, take care.